Morning, folks. In what seems to be an attempt to absolutely put a death knell into the market, BSG in the infinite wisdom has decided to take the flea market, drag it out into the courtyard, and shoot it in the back of the head. Especially with regards to the tax to expensive items. Alright, so community changes, you can find these all on Logical Solutions site, Tarkov changes. There you go, his link is there. Community tax, old 4, new 5. Community tax requirement, old 5, new 19. What does that mean? That means if you're one of the people that actually go for the expensive, the rare items in the game, and you pick them up, you want to sell them on the flea market. I'm talking Tigers, Red Rebels, Keycards. You're fucked. Tiggs posted this. Tiger. Now remember, you can't drop your Tigers anymore. Nikita has basically said, fuck you. You can't drop your Tiger for your friend. You want to sell a Tiger for something as little as 10 mil, and that's cheap for a Tiger. Your tax is 11.483 million. Last wipe, I found 4 Tigers. That's excluding the Red Rebels, etc. Axel basically did this test. If you are fortunate, you are a shoreline main, and you find 2 or 3 red keycards, you want to sell that for 50 million, which is pretty much on average the red keycard price. Your fee is now 129 million. Locally, what's happening is people are now complaining that the South African server, they're waiting 10, 20, 30 minutes to get into a game on the weekend. Servers are dead quiet. I'm watching on American servers, people also complaining 10-minute queues. And when they get in, this happens. And I predicted this earlier this week. Nixia on Twitter. Is it just me, or are cheaters out in force tonight? Died through several walls, floors tonight to blatant cheaters. Tried switching servers, still running into this shit. Imagine having the ability to switch servers. We've got one. I fucking predicted this. And that's basically what people are saying. The RMTers are now blatantly carrying people and finishing off the other PMCs on the map quickly. Then they'll probably extract and leave the people that they carried to do the heavy looting, etc. These changes are bad. And one of the suggestions that somebody said was this game is heavily reliant on the client and to some of the client server communications. A single method which would have and how do I put this? Okay. So instead of when the clients synchronize, every client is allocated where the loot is on the map. In other words, the server sends what loot is available on the map to your client, so that when you open a toolbox, it's there. Your client knows that toolbox has a red screwdriver and duct tape or whatever, kek tape in it. It's not server based. It's generated by the start of the instance and sent to your clients. Instead, what they should have done, spent a little bit more coding, a little bit more brain power, and have it purely server based. In other words, it's completely RNG. When you open a toolbox, it sends the server request, what's here, come back and give it to me. That way, your cheaters that immediately load up, float into the marked rooms, doesn't know what's there. That's like one of the easiest ways. So it's completely RNG based. It's not client loaded, so that they immediately can see on the map where's the best loot and go for it. Labs is a very good example. If they have the key cards, and they rush for the red room, which isn't really worth it. Everybody always says red key card's not worth it, but they don't rush for dark offices where the PCs are, with the GPUs, etc. Or they rush into the tech stores into interchange to grab the 2 GPUs that are there. You know, you enter, it's on the shelf, it's been randomly generated. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I predicted this, and this is going to get worse. Anyway. Goodbye flea market, or goodbye high value items. It was nice knowing you. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I really wish there was some sort of way that we could graph the player base, how many people are actually playing, etc. But more and more streamers that I follow on Twitch are not playing Tarkov anymore. They are just tired of this. They're tired of this bullshit changes. They're tired of the way that the changes are done, the pathetic way of thinking about it, and it needs to change. Something needs to give. Anyway, that's my quick thoughts. Take care. Cheers.